Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, Nairobi.
Right, now the other 6 petitioners also had a chance to give a rejoinder on the issues raised by respondents in this case, the President-elect William Ruto and the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. As KTN's Emmanuel too now reports, the 6 tightened the bolts on their case against the conduct of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is IEBC Chairperson Wafula Chebukati.
The last day of the 3-day hearing of the presidential election petition saw the 6 other petitioners in the case mount a rebuttal to the issues raised by the respondents Wednesday, with the lawyers running against time to ensure they made their case that the presidential election held on August 9 was bungled.
We know how to separate the chaff from the wheat.
The petitioners include the second petitioner, John Njoroge Kamau, Youth Advocacy African Peter Kireka, third petitioner, Helef Khalifa, George Osewe, Ruth Mombi, and Grace Kamau, the fourth one, David Kariuki Ngare, Okio Mtata, Nyakina Wycliffe Gisebe, Victor Okuna and John Maina, and lastly, Julia Nyokabi Chege, Joseph Mutua Ndonga, and Simon Mauranjenga.
Does it mean all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others? Which means the chairman is more equal than anybody else?
The council starting by going for the jugular, hitting hard at the electoral agency boss Wafula Chebukati for what they said was acting as an all-powerful chairperson who ran a one-man show.
If you find it necessary to indict Mr. Wafula Chebukati for the transgressions and the singular manner in which he has run the IEBC to the detriment of Kenyans.
And the only reason he would then have proceeded in the manner that Veronica Nduati tells us, is that, to use another Kenyan phrase, mtadu.
The petitioners who are giving a rejoinder on issues raised by the respondents, particularly the President-elect William Ruto and the IEBC, also arguing that the commissioners had been reduced to flower girls and page boys in their mandate by the chair who overstepped his mandate.
These 6 commissioners are supposed to be flower girls and page boys at a wedding, with the chairman being the bride or the bridegroom, as the case may be.
It is very simple. When you look at this particular election, it's very surprising that anyone can tell you that there was no problem, unless they live in the Republic of Utopia.
The lawyers also fired at Inform Lycos Company, which is the Greek ballot printing company, for a record of bungling elections.
Lycos never disappoints. You've just been told how Lycos, wherever they've printed ballots, they've always ended up with postponed elections. IEBC should have exercised due diligence.
An audit report, as required by the elections technology regulations, has not been provided or done. It's not on their website, it's not been provided.
The petitioners now want the IEBC chair Wafula Chebukati found culpable and interdicted for electoral malpractices.
And as the 7-judge bench now retires to write their judgments, Kenyans will be waiting with bated breath to know whether the presidential election will be upheld or nullified. The answers to these questions will be delivered on or before Monday, the 5th of September. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News at the Supreme Court, Nairobi.
Right, so my colleagues have painted for you a picture of what transpired along the corridors of justice at the Supreme Court when both